The Water Lady. How Darlene Arviso helps a thirsty Navajo Nation. Story by Alice B. McGinty. Illustrations by Shanto Begay. The Water Lady. How Darlene Arviso helps a thirsty Navajo Nation. Thirsty, Cody says, waking up on this cold morning under a starry sky. He reaches for the cup of water near his bed. It's empty. Though the sun is still asleep over the Navajo Nation, the kitchen is warm and bustling when Cody walks in. His mother has just poured water from the bucket near the sink into a pot for oatmeal. His grandmother feeds baby sister, and Cody's two older brothers race out the door for school on the reservation. Cody climbs onto the counter and looks into the bucket. Now it's empty too. A few miles away, Darlene Arviso finishes braiding her long, dark hair. She wakes her grandchildren, helps them dress for school, and makes them breakfast. Every day, we are blessed, she thinks as she fills her glass from the sink. She has running water in her trailer. Many families on the reservation do not. No gushing showers, no flushing toilets, no flowing sinks. As light peeks over the horizon, Cody skips down the wooden porch steps to 3 big blue water barrels. He scrambles up and carefully lifts the rock holding one lid in place. He looks inside. Empty. So is the next. And the next. This is the only water Cody's family has, and it's gone. All used up. What about the animals? Cody checks the chicken coop. No water. He walks down the road to the watering hole where the dogs and horses drink. That's dry too. He knows that soon the sun will blaze from the sky, another scorching day in the high desert. And he is thirsty. Once she has dropped her grandchildren at their bus stop, Darlene drives to a parking lot near the mission school and climbs onto her own bus. As the rising sun floods the rocky land with soft pink light, she begins her route across the res. Many miles later, Darlene drops off the students, but her work isn't done. It's time to begin another important job. People are waiting. After running back home, Cody bursts inside to find his mother. "Shema," he says, pulling on her skirt. "The water!" She looks down and whispers, "Shh, tell me after I've put the little one down for her nap." Cody dashes to the sofa. "Shema Sani," he says, pulling on his grandmother's arm. "The water! It's all gone!" His grandmother looks up from her quilting. "Don't worry, my child," she soothes. "I know something you do not." And she smiles. Sunshine gleams on the big yellow tanker truck as Darlene climbs up its ladder and opens the hatch on top. Then she reaches for a long pipe attached to the water tower above her and positions it over the hatch. After she flips a switch, water gushes through the pipe until the truck's empty belly is full, more than 3,000 gallons full. Now Darlene steps up into the driver's seat and starts the engine. The big yellow truck purrs. She checks her route on the clipboard and steers onto the road. Cody's grandmother has been telling him a story about the water sprinkler, the Navajo god of water, who collects water in a jar and sprinkles it east, west, south, and north to make rain. When she is done, she takes Cody to the window, and they look outside. Thick, dry heat muffles the land as Darlene guides the big yellow truck, heavy with water, up and down steep hills. She winds between mesas and rolls across valleys dotted with sun-baked shrubs. While she rolls along, waving to the other drivers on her way, the Navajo radio station plays softly. After many miles, Darlene steers the truck onto a ribbon of dirt. At the ribbon's end, a small home sits alone on a wind-swept hill. 2 faces peek through its window. Cody hears the rumble of heavy wheels, then sees the big yellow truck. "The water lady!" he cheers. "The water lady's here!" He bounds out of the house. With a loud ksh, the truck comes to a stop. "Ya'ate, Cody!" Darlene calls, and she drags the thick hose to the water barrels. She pulls the lever, and Cody watches cool, clean water pour into a barrel. "Water, water, water," Cody sings. The chickens cluck. A skinny puppy pads out from under the porch and laps up the drips as Darlene moves the hose to the next barrel. The sun is beating down by the time Darlene finishes filling all 3 barrels. Cody dashes inside, and a moment later is back with the empty bucket from near the sink. "Don't forget this, water lady," he says. Darlene smiles. "Of course not," she answers, and fills it. Cody carefully takes the bucket from her. "Hagone, Cody," Darlene calls, climbing back into the big yellow truck. She is on her way again. Darlene will bring water to 10 families today and 10 more tomorrow. By the end of the month, over 200 families will have been served. Then she'll start all over. She knows that the families will make careful use of their gift. They'll fill the chicken's feeder with just enough fresh water. They'll catch each drop from a shower to water the flowers. They'll reuse dishwater to mop floors and bath water to do laundry. They'll use laundry water again to wash the car. While almost every other American will use around 100 gallons of water today, many on the Navajo reservation will use only 7. Now Cody's mother helps him place the heavy bucket back near the sink. At last, he dips his cup into the water. When he takes a drink and feels the cool water sliding down his throat, he smiles. 75 miles later, Darlene bounces the empty-bellied yellow truck back along the road in the sun-soaked afternoon heat. As she drives, she thinks of her Achei, her grandfather, a Navajo medicine man who helped his people. She is helping her people too. Although she's tired, Darlene climbs back onto the school bus to pick up her students and bring them home. That evening, as the sun sets over the purple hills of the Navajo Nation, after Darlene has tucked her grandchildren into bed, she washes her face with clean, warm water. Tomorrow, she'll wake up under a starry sky to begin her work again. A note from the water lady. Every morning that I wake up is a blessing, and every morning I get to share that blessing through my job as the water lady. I help my people by bringing them water, and that brings a smile to my face. I like to see the children come greet me and to watch their excitement as I fill up their tanks and water barrels. I also get to speak with many different families and elderly people and learn about their days and share stories with them. The biggest joy I get is conversing with everyone along my water delivery routes. Everyone has a different story to tell, and I try my best to help them in any way possible. My future wishes for my community are that no one will need to haul water to their homes because they will all have running water. I do hope the younger generation gets more in touch with the elderly and listens to their stories and tales of the old days so that our history and tradition will not be lost. The end.